Action. So I realized that building community is such an important aspect of building something that is valuable and meaningful. For so long, I felt like I could just be a solo warrior and do everything by myself. And it worked for a little bit. That's the problem. The problem is that it did work, but I realized over time that you hit a ceiling, right? And it's a ceiling that you can no longer break through by yourself. You need people to help you break through that ceiling, and you need people to help elevate you to a higher level. And I just feel so called to build this thing that I'm making now with others. It's so important to me. It's so important for it to be a communal experience rather than just a selfish or a solo mission. I want this to be other serving. And, I just feel like it took me so long to get to this realization, because as an entrepreneur and as an artist, it's almost like I can't speak for anyone else, but I felt like if I needed people, that meant that I was weak, that I was ill-equipped, that I couldn't do it by myself. And there was so much ego behind that, right? Like there was so much bravado. And when I think about the scale and how big the thing is that I'm trying to achieve, and this vision that I see in my mind and in my heart, there's no way possible I could ever do this thing by myself. There's no way possible I could ever make this alone. It wouldn't even be as meaningful to me if it was just for myself. And I feel that that is a place that we as creatives have to get to on our own. We have to discover that anything worthwhile and anything impactful, it's not purely driven by self. It's not purely driven for my own benefit. This new mission that I'm on, I realize that people are the fuel to launch this thing as high and as far and as big as it can go and grow. And being mission driven and in the service of others, trying to help people, build people, motivate people, inspire people. It's interesting too, because now that we're in this culture of like everyone's so interested, or at least curious about like self-discovery and finding the true intrinsic value and beauty of life, right? And usually we have to find that beauty and intrinsic value within ourselves. So I feel like there's so many catchphrases and bumper stickers and fortune cookies that say, don't do it by yourself. You can't do it alone, right? And in theory, that sounds great to someone who already knows what it's like to play on a team sport. But when you're a creative, or at least for me, and you're an artist and an entrepreneur, it's only a solo mission, because you have to start by yourself, with yourself. Like you have to figure things out on your own to be able to see how the machine even works. Like there's no way for me to have built what I built without having to go through the trials and tribulations of knowing what it's like to be very DIY and very punk and very rock and roll about it. Like that was my attitude. Like no one's coming to help me. I have to help myself. And no one's gonna teach me this stuff. I have to teach myself. I taught myself everything that I know. So when you have that mindset of it's just me against the world, rather than it's me with the world, trying to enhance the world, it's really hard to get out of that rhythm. It's really hard to get out of that frequency. Again, at least for me. But I do see now, because I'm on this side of things, right? I see that community is beautiful and it's necessary. Like I need people, and I want people, and I welcome people to come enter my world and to enhance my vision. And how can we project this vision of positivity and love and creativity onto the canvas of life, right? And that's all I want. I want to build a community to build something amazing and beautiful with. And man, I just feel so lit up, and I feel so called to like talk about this, because it's not weak to ask for help. It's not submissive to say that, you know what? I don't have all the answers, or you know what? I don't have all the skill sets, or you know what? I don't have all the talents and the tools to see what's in my mind and bring this thing to fruition. I need people. I need to outsource that information. I need to outsource that intellect. I need to outsource that intelligence, because I can only do what I can do. But the thing that I want to do is way bigger than what I can do. So I need you. And that's really the conclusion that I had to come to, that this is a team effort, and I only want to build a team, and I only want to build a community and a group of like-minded people and people that are on the same frequency, not just intellectually, but emotionally, that heart, that soul, that spirit. Like, what is your frequency? Because if it's light and it's high vibration, and if it's positivity and kindness and love, come with me. I welcome you. You guys, I know that this new thing, Steezy Studios, it's so different than it's ever been. And that makes me happy because I'm so different than I've ever been. And I just want to really, again, build and create something meaningful, but I don't want to do it by myself. I invite you, and I really want to build and foster and cultivate this community of creatives and people that really want to make a difference and an impact and leave the fingerprint of positivity and love on everything that we touch. So I don't know what this thing's gonna turn into. I truly don't. Like, I have a little vision in my mind and in my heart, but I really haven't seen the whole magnitude. Like, I'm just seeing little pieces of the mosaic, and I can't see the full picture and full like HD 4K vision yet. And that's okay. That's all right. My only job is to create an offering and an invitation, and I know the right people who are supposed to see it and be a part of it, they'll find it, they'll find me, and we'll find each other. And that's where the journey gets beautiful and exciting. And I'm so excited for it. So thank you for listening to this. And you guys, please be sure to subscribe to the YouTube and the podcast and the new Instagram. And I mean, everything looks brand new. Everything has been completely overhauled. And just be sure to check it out. And if you want to be a part of it, subscribe, follow, do all that good stuff. And you guys, please message me on anything, any platform. And I promise you, I will respond. All right, you guys, I'm gonna leave it here. I hope you have a beautiful day, a beautiful week, and I will catch you on the next time I show up here, I suppose. All right, I'm out.
Show you why I am the way I am. Can I? Tell you what I think my biggest flaw is.